Alright, sorry if this sounds a little weird. I'm just, my, I got a toothache. Sorry. So, yeah, this is what if Deku had a harem, mutation. Now, there is one issue that I was, going through. It's that I don't really know how he'd get into UA due to the fact that he has to have smarts, and I'm going to give him that, but like not above average, like just there so he can get in. And then he also needs to have something to get him into UA by, you know, actually don't actually by the villain the villain in rescue points thing, that. I didn't really know how to do that until just now. So, as you know, I'm going to do some things different. One huge difference I'm going to make is everyone in class 1A besides Deku is a girl. Okay? Now being a male hero isn't rare, but it's actually pretty rare. I mean, it's not uncommon, but it's very rare. So, with this, I'm going to say that, you know, that's one change I was going to make. Everyone in class 1A is a girl, including Bakugo is a girl. Todoroki is a girl. And another difference I'm going to make is Deku's quirk can not only work on people, it can also work on, I guess I'll say, inanimate objects, things without free will. So it's basically like a slave binder contract. But without further ado, let's get into the story. So, as you know, All Might pulled up. You know, she was flexing them muscles. And, oh yeah, sorry, before I get into this, for real, uh, going over the polls, Deku will get one for all. Um, and what else? Someone said one for all was transferred from person to person to person. So I'm going to give Deku one for all, and it's going to enhance his quirk. But it's going to do something even more. So, Black Whip. Either, yeah, Black Whip. It's going to basically awaken immediately. So, Deku will have Black Whip as a quirk. But there's a special way All Might, you know, gave Deku the DNA for the, you know. So Deku, All Might, went up to the young Midoriya as she just caught the villain, and she said, "Wow, that's pretty cool. You being so young and able to capture a villain. What's your mutation, kid?" And just then, All Might reaches for Deku's shoulder and grabs it. And Deku says, "Wait, no, don't touch me." And then he sees the look in All Might's eyes. All Might then begins to say, "Oh my God, what is this feeling?" She starts to moan and groan and clutch, down there. Everybody know what I'm talking about. She says, "I can't take this. The heat. Make the heat go away," she says, moaning seductively. Deku says, "I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do." And just as that happened, All Might pounces on Deku. She starts to tear his clothes off under the bridge. Now, this isn't Deku's first rodeo when it comes to his quirk. Deku is most definitely not a virgin. There were a couple girls. Oh yeah, and Deku's. Before you say something, Deku don't need to wrap it up because he can control his sperm, but not right now. Uh, I'll tell you all the benefits of One for All going into his system. So All Might begins ripping off Deku's clothes, passionately kissing him, all that, and Deku's just like, "Wow, this is really finna happen. I'm about to get molested and raped by the number one hero. This is fun," he says, smirking. Now Deku isn't the timid child that he was. He's confident, basically. And he's not ugly either. Let's say he got more masculine features. Yeah, I like that. So, All Might is, just grinding on Deku and all of that. And she forgets about her quirk. She forgets about One for All. And she basically, she nuts. She yes, you kids, you children, females can nut. I know, it's amazing, right? She comes, and there's splashback, basically. Some goes in Deku's mouth, and she says, "Oh, if I could give this kid my quirk, I would." But it wouldn't work on males, or so she thought. See, it has a different effect on women and male. With women, it you know gives them a strength boost and all that. But with male, it enhances the quirk section of the ability of One for All, and this is spectacular. So Deku's now, you know, the possessor of One for All, and I know a lot of you won't like the way I did it, but I don't care. Well, I do care, but you know. So All Might then realizes that One for All has been transferred after she gets done sweating and raping Deku. I know I shouldn't use that word lightly, so I'm going to stop using it. After she gets done, having fun with Deku. Now, he's just like, "Whoa, that was fun." And basically, feels his quirk acting weird. It's like it's mutating. So, here are the things that Deku can do with his quirk now. One, he has access to Black Whip, so he doesn't really need to train. He doesn't really need to train the quirk because there's no power boost and there's no potential of breaking arms or limbs. Uh, Accessing the quirks he can do, but he can only access Black Whip as of right now. Then you have, oh yeah, he can control whether sperm his sperm is productive, if you know what I mean. Like if it gets the job done. He can enhance his stamina, his vitality, basically. Uh, and he can turn his quirk on and off. So yeah. So All Might learns that she accidentally transferred the quirk over to Midoriya, and she says, "Wow, I didn't know it'd work on a guy." Well, might as well train him. He has the quirk now. It's up to him. And then one thing leads to another. A couple months pass, and Deku's ready. Now, All Might learned about the benefits of Deku having One for All. Because if Deku wanted to, he could be very, very, very dangerous. Oh, and then there's one more ability that Deku has. Uh, Basically, it's like a mist that Deku can create from his skin. That it has like a strong pheromone that includes his sweat, nitro. Basically, how Bakugo explodes his sweat, Deku can mystify it, and it'll make every girl in like a certain radius just immediately their primal instinct just kicks in and titties start bouncing all of it. But yeah, so with all the training and everything, we get to the day of UA. And everything goes as normal. When Uraraka touches Deku, you know, Deku had a little sweat. He's not that good at turning off his quirk, but it was like active just a little bit, not enough to where, it affected her indefinitely to the point where she couldn't control herself. But yeah, so Deku was just like, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't really touch me." Well, Uraraka, thinking that Deku was being rude, says, "Oh well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to use my quirk. You were just falling," and Deku just leaves it about there. But Uraraka thinks that Deku's very, very, very cute, and she wonders if he'd be interested in her. But she doesn't say this to him. So everything goes by as the day goes, like the anime, and oh, oh, Deku is basically the same. Uh, he gets the same score, maybe a little higher. And I'm sorry. I'm running out of space, as you can see, so I'm going to have to end it here.